Hi guys, welcome to Thruzone.com. This is Mohit Soni. Right in front of you is the brand new BMW 3 Series Grand Limousine. Yes, the long wheelbase version, which we told you about the car a couple of months ago on our website, has finally launched. It is here in the Indian market, and it is, after China, the only market that gets this particular version. The only market that has always been getting long wheelbase cars from every manufacturer including BMW has been China, but slowly that trend is coming to India because there is a demand for a vehicle like this. There is a segment like this to open up and to offer options to the customer. And as you can see, this is the big change. This is the side profile. It's much bigger. It's 110 longer, and as you can see, this door is truly limousine long, like how you expect it to be. We'll get inside in a bit, but most rest of the design is typical 3 series. What we've come to expect over the 3 series that was launched in 2019. It retains most of those elements. Of course, this golden color is very exclusive to this car, and you still get the L-shaped LED tail lamps, and the same elements seen on the bumper at the back, which are also seen at the front. These are new alloy wheels with different tires. And coming to the front, yes, that's the front. It gets, like I said, these elements here is a trademark of the new BMW, and the headlamps also remain the same. And as you can see, the grille just closed. It opens and closes on their own. It's called air flap technology. The bumper is also very different, and yeah, like I said, this color is exclusive to this car. These alloy wheels also we've not seen in a really long time on any BMW. And yeah, that's the car. Obviously it gets the panoramic sunroof. Since we are at the back, let me tell you that it has electric tailgate for a sedan as well, but nevertheless it's really appreciated in a car like this. Reversing camera, reversing sensors all around. And finally it's time to sit inside the back seat, which is going to be the highlight of the 3 series. It's not always you get a chance to say that, but here we go. Yes, sitting in the back, as you can see behind my driving position, I have endless knee room, a lot of leg room. Even headroom is really good because the seats here are placed at a very nice height, so I get good under thigh support as well. Even tall people should be really comfortable here. And these tan colored seats and the overall tan color interior with the black layout and the upper half being lighter makes it look really nice and airy and very luxurious at the same time. And let's show you the quintessential Indian market demanding sunroof, which, as you can see, has now opened up the cabin really well. One button and the cup holders, can holders open up. They shut like this. You can keep your hand like this, and there is some space here to mount after the entertainment package for the rear seats. You've got 2 fast charging ports. You've got an AC manually, and you can adjust the temperature as well, which is great. You've got your own set of lights here, and overall a very nice place to be. Really high quality. Anything you touch and feel is really good at the back as well. And as you can see, the glass area is humongous, so again lending you that grand limousine feeling that BMW wants you to have. But sadly there are no sun blinds here, not even the manual ones. I think you will have to get them via the dealership. And double insulation as always to keep the cabin quiet. Now let's jump inside. Electric everything, memory seats, and you've got this 12.3-inch LCD instrument cluster in front of you. It has all the information that you would ever need, and you can control it all via this dock here. And that's what it is. And that is the 10-inch screen, which is the iDrive one, of course. Needless to say, this is the best system in the world right now when it comes to infotainment system. It works really well. It's also touch. Touch is flawless. It works really well. It never ever gives up on you. That's the settings where you can see all these things here. It's so easy to get inside and so quickly. You can go into settings and see other displays, and instrument cluster also has various modes. So this is the main mode where you can see a lot of things, but if I press reduced mode, it just boils down to the things that the driver requires. So additional information is also on offer, along with converted speed also can be shown. So basically miles per hour and kilometers an hour can be seen. Voice commands, the place where you can control this screen here, volume controls, speed limiter, cruise control, and the usual array of buttons. And as you go into menu AC, you can see I can synchronize both the temperatures and the wind speed, so that is great. You can obviously go back, have max AC as well. In fact, if you just step in a car which is very hot and you've also come from outside, you just need to press max AC. The temperatures go lower and it blows wind at full speed, and the cabin is cooled in absolutely no time. You've got a charger point here, you've got wireless charging, you've got cup holders, you've got a 12 volt socket here as well. So, and you can neatly shut this so it looks nice and flush all together. You've got driving modes, parking sensors, traction control, and iDrive can be controlled from here as well. So I think this is, as always, brilliant. Navigation works, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto also works very seamlessly. And as you can see, you've got an IRVM which is automatic but not frameless, surprisingly. Of course, this is the 3 Series limousine, not a 5 or a 7. And yeah, you've got space here to keep a lot of stuff which is illuminated. You've got a fast charging C port here, electronic parking brake, auto hold. The light knob has replaced in most BMWs, as you must have noticed by now, via these buttons here for the defogger and everything. That's a very small glove box. It's illuminated and chilled though, and that's the amount you can keep. But I really love the door bins on the BMWs. As you can see, you can keep various stuff here and here as well. Let me show you that by placing something here like this. Really well thought out door pad, something you can only expect from luxury car manufacturers. And yeah, it's got the new gear lock from the new BMWs. It's a new interior entirely, really high quality, really well done, nothing to complain about. The sound system is also really impressive. It's from Harman Kardon, and it is offering a very good sound experience as well. And yeah, that's the interior. Sadly, this luxury line does not get gesture control, and but it gets an air purifier on the inside. So the air filter is also done, making sure that very minimum outside dust and particles come on the inside. You've got the panoramic sunroof, you've got this big screen, and you've got 480 liters of boot space along with the space saver tire. So I think all of this makes it a very India friendly car. But most importantly, how is it like to drive? Well, let's find out. So we're finally driving the brand new 3 Series Grand Limousine in its diesel avatar, and let's quickly be done with the diesel motor on offer that we have here. As always, it is stellar in every single way. It's one of the best engine gearboxes, transmission in the country, in the world right now when it comes to the luxury segment, because this 2-liter motor is downright flexible with the torque and the power delivery throughout the rev range. You can have 0 to 100 in 7 seconds. You have a powerful mid-range to be on the expressway. You can cruise at any triple digit speed you like, be it 120, 140, 160 on the de-restricted section, and it does that really well. The NVH levels are downright superior. We're doing 60 kilometers an hour. There's absolutely no noise, no vibration, no harshness from the engine, and the overall road noise and wind noise is also quite well in check. Of course, this is the Grand Limousine, so on that aspect BMW has worked hard, but of course it's still not, let's say, like a 5 Series or 6 Series. It could be very close to that, but it's still certainly one of the most comfortable cars to be in right now. And as you can see, we are on a very busy highway and I can't hear anything what's happening outside. So pretty close, very nice, very impressive in terms of overall NVH. In terms of ergonomics, the A-pillar doesn't come in your way while taking most turns, and the wing mirrors I think are tad too big and mounted a little far away. So when I am taking a turn, I do realize that the mirror is slightly blocking my view. Apart from that, the seating position as always is brilliant. You can go as low as you want. Whatever the lower setting is should satisfy you, is what I'm trying to say. And the steering wheel, well, it's fantastic to hold, really great quality, really high quality. I love the design as well, like I told you earlier. The previous the 2 Series that we drove and the other cars that we drove earlier, I didn't like the steering design much, but this one with the V shape is certainly to my liking for sure. Brakes really good. Tires, these are the Bridgestone Eco tires, so they help in getting more fuel efficiency, but that doesn't mean it's compromised on the sportiness. When it comes to driving, obviously it's the Grand Limousine, so we are expecting a much more plush ride quality, and it does offer that without being wallowy or softy or lofty or anything like that, because it's still a BMW, so it is good fun to drive. Changing lanes at high speeds does not result in much body roll through the corners as well. Of course, it's the long wheelbase version, so you turn in, it turns in quite well, and then the rest of the car follows. Since it's a rear wheel drive car and the steering is at the front, it's still one of the most easiest cars to drive in this segment. And like I said, ride quality is good, body roll is well in check. Steering, of course, has gone a little too on the brake side. It is precise for most of the time. It weighs up on the highway really well and in sport mode, but it's still not very communicative. I remember a couple of months ago driving the 330i, and that steering felt a little bit better, and of course that car was the short wheelbase version, so that is meant to feel a little different. Here with the Grand Limousine, it's all about comfort and luxury. That's the reason why you see this interior. This is the luxury line variant, and it gets all the luxury that you can get in terms of features and quality, and the overall drive experience has to be felt at the back seat, where you get a lot more space with that extra 43mm of leg room, and with the length taken out ahead by 110 meters, that has liberated into quite a lot of space at the back, 43mm to be precise, and that is a good thing to have. Of course, that's the whole idea with the Grand Limousine, but what I'm trying to say here is that it's not a compromise. It's still fun to drive, it's fast, this engine is one of the best, it's fuel economical, it's practical, it's flexible. This engine can do anything you ask it. Put it in sport mode and it gets a little bit peakier, and responses are way sharper, so it's not lost any of that by a big margin, but by a subtle margin, while offering a lot of space in the back. We are like I said, driving the diesel version. The petrol M Sport first edition is yet to be driven, and that car will get a handful of extra features, but mostly the car is going to be similar to what it is. And the Grand Limousine is clearly for people who want the 3 Series badge with more space. It replaces the GT line, the GT car which was there earlier. It came back in 2020 for some time as well, but it went away shortly, and the Grand Limousine is replacing that car. A much needed version. The GT was quite a popular car. The Grand Limousine, with its more contemporary look, should take things even forward, should appeal to a wider audience, and this could be yet again, after the 2 Series, a big volumes opportunity for BMW India, and while retaining their core sportiness and the kind of other things that they offer in India, which is a fantastic after sales service packages and financial services and a lot of touch points that make the BMW brand in India quite a successful one. I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like it, share it with your friends. Still have some comments, put them in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.